Hi, it's me, Mrs. Stafford. I'm so glad to spend this time with you today. This month's theme is called Perseverance.
Huh?
Perseverance? That's such a big word. Let's say it together, but let me break it down for you. Perseverance. Now let's say it together. Perseverance. Perseverance means continuing to do something in spite of difficulties or obstacles. This week I was visiting your classrooms and I happened to pop into one of the classes, and it was during PE. And Coach Luna had you all doing the hula hoop. So as I was watching and listening, I saw that some hula hoops fell. Some students were saying, "Oh, this is too hard." But Coach Luna lifted your spirits up and said, "It's okay. You can keep going. Just pick it up and let's keep hula hooping, and hula hooping." But some of the students kept dropping their hula hoops. But she said, "Let's keep going. Let's keep going." So that would be what we would describe as perseverance. Even though it's hard, you keep going. Matthew 19:26 says, "With God, all things are possible." As long as you have God in the center of everything that you do, God will allow it to happen, and He will not give you anything that you cannot handle. So I want to share a couple of stories with you today. One is called Brenda Skates. Here we go.
Brenda Skates from Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories. If there was one thing more than another that Brenda wanted for her birthday, it was a pair of roller skates. How she begged and begged for them. How she promised to be as good as gold for the next 10 years if only mother or father would give her a pair. In vain, her mother explained that Brenda might not learn to use them as easily as other children, that she might fall many times and perhaps hurt herself before she could skate properly. Brenda wanted the skates, and that was that. She thought about skates all day and dreamed about skates all night. She pictured herself skating to school and home again, skating to the stores for mother, and skating all over the yard, of course. Was her birthday ever going to come? It came at last, and with it the precious parcel for which she had longed. Somehow, even before she opened it, she guessed there were skates inside. And there were skates. Beautiful, new, shiny skates. Just her size, too. What bliss! Brenda felt she had never been so happy in all her life. And now to practice with them. Scarcely was breakfast over before she was out on the smooth concrete in front of the garage, strapping on the skates. At last, she thought, I am going to skate. Eagerly, she stood up, but only for a moment. Suddenly, to her great surprise, away went both her feet from under her. Down she went. Bang! "Mother!" she cried. "Oh, that hurt!" But Mother was indoors and did not notice. So Brenda stood up again, but hardly had she put one foot forward when the other, for some reason, started running backward, and down she went again, this time on her face. Bang! This really hurt, and Brenda felt very much like crying. Slowly she got up once more and started to walk. But before she knew what was happening, bang! She was sitting on the concrete again. Somehow she couldn't do it. Up she got and down she went. It was a case of bump, 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 and bang, 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 until certain parts of her were quite sore. And she felt very sad. All her hopes of skating to school and to town like the other girls faded away. As she sat on the concrete again, tears filled her eyes. She began to wish she had never asked for skates for her birthday. Why hadn't she asked for a new doll or a new baby carriage? She wouldn't have gotten hurt then. "What's the matter?" called Mother. "Tired of skating already?" "No," said Brenda crossly, "but I can't skate. I've fallen down so often, I'm sore all over." "Don't give up yet," said Mother. You haven't started to learn. You must keep on trying till you succeed." "Trying?" cried Brenda. "I've tried all I'm going to. I tell you, Mom, I'm sore, and I wish I had never asked for skates." "You're giving up altogether too easily," said Mother. "So would you," said Brenda. "If you had fallen on the same place as many times as I have this morning, skating is not for me." "But Brenda," said Mother, "you are not going to let the other girls beat you, are you?" "I don't care," said Brenda. "I can't skate. I just can't. So there." "You mustn't say can't," said Mother. "You can. But while skating comes easily to some, it is very hard for others. Why? I don't know. Once I saw 2 children get skates for the first time. One put them on and sailed away just as if she had skated all her life. The other fell all over the place, but she tried and tried and tried again until now she can skate as well as anybody else." "Do you think I can do it too if I tried?" asked Brenda. "Of course," said Mother, "and I'll come along and help you." "Now?" "Yes, now," said Mother. So on went the skates once more, and down went Brenda on the same sore spot. But she got up again and, leaning on Mother, went carefully forward. Slowly, gradually, she got the idea of how to do it, how to balance herself, how to swing her weight gently, easily, this way and that. Now and then, when all seemed to go wrong and she was sprawled all over the concrete, she wanted to give up and throw the skates away, but Mother would insist on her keeping going. "You must never even think you can't do it," she said. "Just keep on trying, trying and trying, no matter how many times you fall. It's just like learning to do any difficult task in life. Never give up. Keep trying till you win." So Brenda tried and tried again. Several days later, she was skating around the concrete all by herself. Soon she was out on the sidewalk with the other girls skating to school. By trying and sticking it out, she made her dream come true.
Brenda thought that learning how to skate would be easy, but it became very difficult for her. She kept falling, hurting herself. She was about to give up, but then her mother comes in and gives her encouragement. And because of that encouragement, she kept going, and eventually she learned how to skate. And I think that's what God does for us too. God encourages us to keep going. I want to share another story with you, and this story is from the Bible. And you might know this Bible character. His name is Job.
Today our lesson is found in Job 1 and 2 and 42. It is in the middle of the Old Testament, right before Psalms. Job lived in Uz. He was faithful to God. Job had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He also had 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 oxen, 500 female donkeys, and a very large household. One day, Satan told God that the only reason Job was faithful was because he had so much and he had an easy life. So, God told Satan that he could do anything to Job except lay a hand on him. Soon after, a servant came to Job and told him that while the oxen were plowing and the donkeys were eating beside them, the Sabeans came and took them and killed all the servants except for him. While that servant was talking, another came and told Job that a fire came from heaven and burned up the sheep and those servants, all except for the one that came to talk to Job. While the servant was talking, the Chaldeans took the camels and killed all the servants, except for the one talking to Job. Again, while that servant was talking, another came and told Job that all his children were eating a meal, and a great wind came and killed everyone except for the servant talking. Job stood up and tore off his robe and shaved his head. He fell to the ground and said, "The Lord gives and he takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." No, Job didn't get angry and shout at God for his misery. Now, Satan told God that Job was faithful because those things, his animals, his children, the servants, that were taken away didn't hurt him physically. So, God said Satan could do what he wanted except kill Job. The first thing Satan did was put painful boils all over Job, from his feet to the top of his head. Job used a broken pot to scrape himself. Then Job's wife starts telling Job to curse God because of what's happening to him. Job told her that sometimes there's good in life and sometimes there's bad, and Job did not curse God or sin. When 3 of his friends came to see Job, they didn't even recognize him. They ate with Job for 7 days and nights and didn't even talk. They did talk after that, and Job stayed faithful and didn't blame God. But Job did have questions for God, and God answered Job out of a whirlwind. Job said, "I know you can do anything." When Job prayed for his friends, God gave Job back all that Job had lost. He even doubled it. God blessed the last days of Job and gave him 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 oxen, 1,000 female donkeys, 7 sons and 3 daughters. And Job lived 140 years after that.
Remember, Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. No matter what you're doing, whether it's to learn how to skate, hula hoop, or just face difficulties that are unforeseen and didn't know where they were coming from, if you keep God in the center of your life and keep Him in your heart, then you will be able to persevere. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye.